I have been cleaning out my house for the last like 4 days. It's been insane. I've gotten rid of so much stuff. I also found some really adorable jewelry that I have to share with you guys. This bracelet that I made when I was maybe like 11, maybe 13, maybe 15, I don't know. And I got it at Disney World. So there's like the Disney castle, Cinderella's castle, and a heart and an R and a palm tree. Fun fact, I'm obsessed with palm trees. So, you know, that used to be a thing I used to wear. Hello everyone, I am here today to share with you guys a new review of a product line that I've been testing out over the last little while in my newest buy. And the brand is obviously by the title, the Sephora collection of products, and these are all the different makeup items that they have for sale. So just kind of share with you guys what my favorite products were, what products I didn't really like so much, and just, you know, in general, just kind of share my thoughts. So without further ado, let's get into this. So how do I want to do this? Do I want to start with the terrible products and just start out with a really negative note but end on a positive note, or do I want to start with a positive and end on a sour note? You know what? We're gonna start with the good stuff. I feel like I'm in a positive mood. Let's start with the good stuff. So the products that I found to be really, really good. One is this Sephora color switch. I don't know what is this actually called. Color switch is called a color switch. It is a makeup removing sponge, and I actually discovered this through Casey Holmes's video. She talked about this and she raved about how much she loved this product, and so I had to pick it up, and I agree, it's awesome. So essentially what this is it is a sponge in here, and you dip a brush in and you rotate it through the little black sponge in here, which should be black, not this sort of grayish color because I've been using it. And it's going to take off any of the excess pigmentation that you have on your brushes, so that if you want to switch between colors but still use the same brush, you can. This is not, however, going to clean your brushes, so that's a whole other thing that you should probably be doing more regularly than I do. So I've been testing this out on a whole bunch of different brushes, from my blush brushes to my powder brushes to, you know, pencil brushes, and using it from dark shadows to light shadows, and it works really well at getting rid of all of the excess pigmentation in your brush. The only thing I found that it wasn't really good for was like dried on eyeliner. I find that that doesn't work really well. It doesn't get rid of that in here, but it does get rid of any powder that you have. And this can also be washed too, which is really cool, so that even if you have like a ton of product on the surface, you can go and you can just rinse it under some water, wash it with soap, and it'll be clean, and then you can keep using it. So awesome, awesome product. Another product I was really impressed with was their blushes, and this is their Micro Smooth Baked Blush Duo, and this is in Rose Emotion. And initially when I got this, I swatched it at home and I was like, oh, well, that's terrible. But when you put it on a brush and then you put it on, oh my gosh, totally different story. It is really pigmented, it's beautiful, it's blendable, gorgeous pigmentation, gorgeous, gorgeous color. I'm wearing it on my face right now, so I'm really surprised how much I enjoyed these blushes, and they're really, really nice. Another product I really liked was the Sephora Radiant Illuminizing Drops. And these are drops that you can kind of mix into your foundation or into your primer, or you can just kind of dab them onto sort of the highlighting area of your cheekbones or down the bridge of your nose, Cupid's bow, that kind of thing. And what I like about this is it does give a really nice, fresh, kind of a dewy look to the skin. So how I've been doing it is I've been putting a little into my hand and then using my beauty blender that's damp and kind of patting it into the cheekbones, and it gives that really nice, fresh, glowy look. And it's not too pigmented, but it's not really subtle either. It's a nice mix, and it's very blendable and buildable too. The one thing that I don't like about this is this little like buttony presser thing. It's terrible. I don't know what it is, but half the time I get a drop out, and like half the time nothing goes into it, and I have to kind of wipe off the excess around the outside of the dropper. So that's a little bit annoying, but other than that, the product itself is beautiful. Another product I really liked is their waterproof liner, and the one that I got, this is the waterproof contour eye pencil 12-hour wear, and this is in the color Tiramisu, which is a beautiful dark brown, and they have a huge range of colors, which I really appreciate. Usually it's like brown, black, bright blue. You're like, wow, thank you for the selection. But they had like 7 different colors of brown, which is awesome. Okay, maybe not 7, it was more like 3. But this one goes on easily. It's really rich and pigmented. It's gorgeous. It stays put. I really, really love this pencil. Another product line that is worth mentioning that I didn't pick up this time, but I absolutely love, so I had to mention it in this video, is their Luster Matte Lip Glosses. I am obsessed with these. I think they're beautiful, super, super pigmented, really nice and creamy on the lips, and dry down to this sort of a satiny matte finish. I have like 3 that are my favorites, and I seem to be missing one of them and I don't know where it is. This one is in Magenta Luster, which is gorgeous. Really, really nice, bright spring color. And then the other one I've been loving is in Nude Pink Luster. And then the one that I'm missing is the Berry Luster. Also stunning, perfect for fall. They're not super long lasting, I will warn you, but if you put on a lip pencil first and then do like the powder and putting it on in a really, really thin coat, it does last a lot longer, but it doesn't dry down to that really crackled kind of a matte finish. So highly recommend these. Another lip product that I absolutely love is the cream lip stain, and the one that I got is in the color 13. Helpful. The color is stunning. This is a really nice Your Lips But Better, but sort of more on the mauve, whatever, potato. I think I'll be wearing this a lot in like the spring and the summer, you know, that nice light fresh feel on the lips. You don't want anything that's like super heavy, you know, so I really, really like these. Now I'm gonna go into products that I did not really like, and then I'll go into products that were like pretty good, but they had some flaws to it that I didn't really love, so we kind of end on a like a semi-good note. I don't know. So first up is this, which is, I love how I just show it to you and I don't explain what it is. This is the I Love Cushion Glossy Eyeliner. And it is cushiony and that's about it. You lie, Sephora. I do not love the cushion. So essentially what this is it's liner in a sponge kind of applicator. So the sponge is in there and you kind of dip your brush into it and then you line your lids. So I was really excited about this because I thought that was going to be really cool. Their liners are usually really good. I have their felt tip liner and I love it, so I was really excited to try this. And when I dipped the liner brush that it came with, which by the way is a little bit scratchy, so I did not love that. It wasn't super black. It dried really, really quickly and didn't layer very nicely. And I don't know, I just didn't get a really clean line. It was really difficult to apply. I could get like a 1/4 of an inch long and then I had to like dip my pencil brush into it again and like line a little bit more, and it just was super, super annoying, which is really frustrating because when I put my brush into it initially, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so nice. But yeah, it was not, so pretty disappointed in that. And the other one, now this just might be a category thing for me and I just didn't like it, but in general I wasn't super impressed with this. It's the Sephora Waterproof Mist Airbrush Blush. Try this again. Take 3. Sephora Perfection Mist Airbrush Blush. Waterproof. Done. This is in such a peach. First thing I wanted to try was spraying it directly onto the face because everyone talks about this air misty kind of business going on the face and it looks really, really great and flawless. So I was very excited, but I found that when I was spraying it onto the face, it was just like very quickly and I kept like having to close my eyes and sort of crane my neck like this and be like, hey, don't get in my hair, don't get in my hair, don't get in my hair. And then you're worried that you're putting too much blush on. Is it not enough? Is it gonna be too streaky? And then you have to like buff it out anyway. And I don't know, like to me, if I have to spray it onto a brush, I might as well use like a cream blush, you know, or like a powder blush. I don't know. I didn't see the full benefits of this, and maybe that's just because I'm terrible at it. But to me, this just is like I didn't really enjoy it. And then the other one is unfortunately the one that I'm wearing on my lips right now. I just wanted to wear it because it was beautiful and bold and bright and I love the color. Is the Sephora Color Lip Last in the color 5079C. I don't know what that means, but, or maybe number 12. There's a lot of numbers on here. It's also made in Switzerland, in case you were wondering. It's this beautiful, bright magenta pink, and you know how we feel about magenta pink. Lots of hearts. All of the hearts! And I tested it out and I put it on, and I was getting a lot of like, it was just very like tacky on the lips, like, and it was weird because like it's a matte finish and usually that doesn't happen. So I let it sit. I was like, it's probably just something that needs to sit on the lips for a while and then it'll go away. But like it's still, it's really tacky and it's I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a little bit distracting. Maybe it's just this color. I don't know if you guys have had a different experience with it, but did not like this. And lastly, onto the products that were like, they were good. They were like, don't get me wrong, they were good, but they weren't like the best, you know? So the first is the eyeshadow palette. This one is Sunrise to Sunset Bronze. Overall, I gotta say, this is really, really nice. There's nothing super wrong with this product. I just didn't find it to be my absolute favorite eyeshadows that I've ever used before. I find that, you know, this color right here was a little bit on the chalkier side. This color was nice. It wasn't my favorite, but it was really nice. This color though is gorgeous. I have it on my eyes right now. It stays put. It's really pretty. It applies well with Fix Plus and without. But yeah, overall, is there a ton bad to say about this product? No. Was it my favorite eyeshadows ever used? No, but it's pretty good. Next is the Color Correct and Conceal palette. I was really excited to try this, and you can see there's tons of colors here. They have concealers, they have color correctors, they have everything you could possibly need in one palette. I thought that was awesome. Overall, the positives I will say, super pigmented. You need the tiniest little bit to apply to the skin and you get really good color payoff. The only downside to this is that they are really creamy. If you have oily skin, I don't think this would be the best match for you, just because they just don't sit very nicely on any of the oily parts of my skin, which is unfortunate. But overall, they're gorgeous. If you don't suffer from oily skin, really recommend this. Another product that was pretty good, it was my favorite, but it was nice, is the Sephora Beauty Amplifier Afterglow Primer and Luminizer. This does give a nice luminosity to the skin. It's not glittery in any way. It goes on beautifully. It sits nicely on the skin. I just don't think it does anything other than build that luminosity. I want something that's going to create a really nice blank canvas for my skin and create this sort of airbrushed perfection. I ask a lot of my primers. Personally, I like the Becca Backlight Primer a lot better than this one, but they're both really nice and I think this one is a lot cheaper. So if you're on a budget, this is probably a better option. It's just not my absolute favorite. And then lastly is the Airbrush Foundation. I tried this kind of applying it all over to my face and I was like, I don't see it. Plus you're supposed to like cover your hair and like close your eyes and I don't feel good about blindly applying foundation to my face. So the way that I found that this worked best is I sprayed it onto a wet beauty blender and then applied it to the face, and it has this really nice cooling effect to the skin. It doesn't feel like you have a ton of foundation on the face, so it'd be probably a really good product for spring or summer. But yeah, I mean, it was fine. It wasn't my favorite foundation I've ever used, but it was pretty good. And that's everything for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more of these buys all around a particular like brand. And if you have any requests of brands that you guys want me to do, leave them in the comment section below and thumbs up ones that you see that you want to see more of, so I see those first. And that's everything. I hope you guys are having an amazing week so far, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you girls. Mwah!